Can you please let them know that we've started? Good evening. We have just 35 people on this call. It's not a good number to start. So please let's have post on your group or that class has started. Hi, Jeremiah. Yes, I had a good day. I had meetings. Okay, I had one interview. I had a meeting with one of my clients. It's been good. It was a good one. Okay, so let's start taking questions now, right? Why we give 2 minutes for others to join us. You can start taking questions. So whatever questions you have, today is our last live class. So whatever questions you have, it's a good time to share. Mm, Should I start recording? I don't want this recording to be too long, right? Okay, Emmanuel says, I want to know when a recruiter wants to assess my portfolio. Should it be on view or commenter? View. Should be on view. They don't need to comment anything on it. They don't need to edit anything. So it should be on view. Please don't send them link directly from Canva. Don't send, when I mean from Canva, I mean your portfolio inside Canva. You just went and copied the document link. And when they open it inside Canva. That's not professional. What you should be doing is either download your portfolio as a PDF, save to your Google Drive and send, or um, host it as a website and then share that website link. Okay. Let me join with my phone. Mo, I didn't close this. I did not close this. Do we have a good number now to start? Okay. Let me record. Blah, 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 blah. Blah, 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 blah. Okay, guys, welcome to our last class in the February cohort of the Digital Skills Training powered by Career Crafters Academy. So I'm taking questions. If you're just joining us, I'm taking questions. So if you have any question, this is a good time to type them in the chat box, or if you're in a quiet place, you can drop them. We'll just take questions for 5 minutes and then we'll start what we have for today. Okay, Peter says, I wish we could do a project and use all the tools we learned in this training. The truth is, if you're going to be working actively, you might not get to use all the tools that we touched, right? It's just we're just teaching you this thing so that when a client says, can you use this or can you use an equivalent of this, you can confidently say yes. But while working, you might not get to use everything. Different companies with the different products they use. I mean, you won't use a product that is not useful to your company. But it's also something you can introduce to your company and say, okay, I think this tool would improve our processes. So I believe that the assignments we gave, if you did them, you were exposed to the majority of the tools. Okay, somebody says, well, if you are yet to submit your portfolio at this time, it just means that you will get your certificates later. So whenever you submit, you get it, right? We're not saying you will not get it. You will get it whenever you submit. Imagine attending only one class and then we gather all of you and dash all of you certificate and then you are proud you graduated, but you cannot do what they ask you what is CRM, you don't know. No, so it would be good you have something to show. Of course, your portfolio, like I said, it's not everything, all the work you've done that will be in there, but your best work. Or if you want to tailor it to a niche, you pick work that is related to that niche and then, um, work with that. Can one apply as an intern or volunteer in Career Crafters Academy? Well, I've had some people who sent me personal messages about volunteering, right? Um, the thing is, I'm not very comfortable working with people for free. That's just the truth. So, majority of the people on the team are people that are okay, let me not go there. But I would say the only availability for internship for now would be community management. And that will be for the next cohort, right? The other people on my team, I don't think I want to remove anybody now. Okay, we might have availability for social media management. I think Docker should be able to handle that. Yeah. So social media management and community management. But if there's something else that you can do that you think will be beneficial to the community, you want to intern or you want to volunteer, you can send me a DM, right? Let me know what it is. Of course, you can't tell me you want to do calendar management for me. You can't tell me you want to do email management because that is already being taken care of, right? So if you're coming, you have to be adding some form of value as well. That's that for that. In creating an Upwork account, if I upload my CV, will it be available for all profile in case I have about 3 profile? So the thing is, uploading your CV or resume on Upwork when you are creating your account It's not a big deal. The only reason why you do that is just to make the process faster. If you don't use your CV, it means you need to type those things one by one. You need to put your experience, you need to put your education. But if you use your CV, it will just copy all those things and fill them up for you. That's the only difference. So you can always edit what you've done, right? You can always edit it. Um, Customer avatar, all of the details we are filling, are they just customer information? So customer avatar, you are writing about who your ideal customer is. So if you are a Range Rover company, you are writing about who your target customer is, the people who would be able to buy from you or who you feel would buy from you. That is just what customer avatar is. People also call it target audience. People also call it what's that word? I can't remember. But that's just what it's about. Is my voice low? Let me check my mic. Please let me know if my voice is low. I am a researcher with unpublished work. I've written several articles for my employer whose name is published on the research I do. How can I build a portfolio for myself? So yes, a lot of us work with companies where they have sensitive information. But we still have things to show. So you can take screenshots. You can use, there are apps you can use, all these editing apps to edit and blur sensitive details, like, anything that would show that maybe names of people, you can blur it and still use those things. As long as it's your work, you should be able to use it in your portfolio. All right. What about we that submitted our portfolio this morning? How much is noise cancelling headsets? Noise cancelling headsets, you buy as your power reach you, because there's even noise cancelling headset of 200,000 naira. Yes. Yes, there's noise cancelling headset of 22. The one I have, I got it, it's over a year I got this one, and I think I got it for close to, let's say a little bit less than 40,000. That's the one. I got this one, and I got it over a year ago, so it might be more now. Just what I would advise, don't buy online. Don't buy online. Go to a shop, test the headset, wear it, test it. Let's, test it and be sure that, maybe even do a call, test it. Because I've bought several online that turned out to be, not so good. So if you can, go to the shop and get a good noise cancelling headset. But if you can't, make sure you get a trusted vendor. Because even this one I'm using, Logitech, there are lots of fake now in the market, like a lot of them, right? I want to ask, if I set both my Upwork and LinkedIn accounts for a recruiter. Anthony, you mean you want to, if you are a recruiter, I think LinkedIn will be a better place to be. Then on your Upwork, you can try customer support, business management. Then also, I think you should just do a research, right? Go on the Upwork platform, check for talent and see if there are HR and recruiters on the platform and if they are getting job in that area. So you see if it's a good one to put on Upwork. But I think for recruiters, LinkedIn is a very good one. You would even be working for recruiters, companies abroad, recruiting for them. Join all those. They are, I think, Mr. Sam. You can reach out to Mr. Sam. They have like this, whatever, that they like a group or something. So you can reach out to them. Uh, okay, so I think we have enough people on the call now, right? Yes, we have enough people on the call, so we can get started and then we'll take questions again at the end. I was just taking questions so we could have enough people join us. So, first off, I want to say something before we start talking about what we have for today. Now, it's just a tip. In the last class, no, not the last class, when we did the Airbnb class, I mentioned that there are some tools that people use to manage short-term rentals, right? And I said short-term rentals industry, they have like a CRM that they use. So they have the ones that are built built specially for property management. And I mentioned that I have experience using Sabi app, but the most popular ones are Hospitable, Guesty, and that I've not worked with a client that actually uses that. Now, few days ago, right? Yes, it was last week. I got an invitation. Not really an invitation. A client on Upwork sent me a message and was like, okay, we need this, we did this, and we fixed a meeting. And then they told me the tools that they use. We use Hospitable, we use Rank Breeze, Abi. Yes, we use Price Labs. And knowing that I don't have working experience using Hospitable, but I want to also still impress these clients. What did I do? Today, in fact, it was like 30 minutes to the interview. I went on my laptop. I researched these platforms that they say they use. In fact, I created a free account, yes, on Hospitable. When I opened it, I was like, this one is even easier than the one my company uses, right? Very easy to use. And I just went through the whole search, the whole buttons. Okay, inbox, the calendar, this. I just went through it. And then in the interview, the guy asked me, okay, what property management tools have you used? And then I said, okay, I use Sabi app and I also have some experience with Hospitable. And then he says, okay, walk me through how you use Hospitable. Now imagine I had not done that small research. I started giving him answer. Oh, the inbox, the this, the that, the template. I started talking just from my little research. So these are things that could make you, you know, mess up in your interview. I have not used this tool, but I have just done few minutes research that has increased my chances. So I'm going to because tomorrow now somebody will say coach taught us Airbnb, but she did not show us Hospitable. Who is peace that is drawing on my screen? May the Lord help you so that you become a, what's it called? An artist. Let me reshare. Mm, okay, so this is the Hospitable I opened today, right? It's still open in my browser. I've not turned it off. I just created a free trial account. I didn't even link Airbnb because normally what you do is you link all your properties on the different platforms. So if you have a property on Airbnb, different platforms, you just link it. And then you can see, instead of going to reply messages on Airbnb, going to reply messages on booking.com, going to reply messages on VRBO, on Expedia, all the messages will be falling inside Hospitable, right? Just like our Hotspot CRM. So you can see inbox. I've not set it up. They are just showing me how it looks like, how it's supposed to look like. I've not connected a property yet. So inbox, you can see all the messages, the ones that are awaiting reply, resolved, unread messages. Just next one, properties. That's where you see the list of all the properties that you have. You can see the way it's arranged by room type, the new properties. It just arranged it for you. Then you have calendar, you know, you see your calendar, you see the whole properties and the people who are staying, when they are checking out. You can see even the picture, their pictures and all of that in a very beautiful arrangement. Okay, we have calendar, we have guest experience. Why I'm showing you guys Hospitable is because if you're interested in the short-term rental industry, a lot of them use Hospitable actually. A lot of them use Hospitable. So you can just create a free account on Hospitable. If you have been able to use HubSpot, this should not be a problem for you. It's just to find where each button is. Or if you don't want to create a free trial, you can watch YouTube videos. Guest It too is another one you can explore. I think you should learn how to use them. Then I know I mentioned something about revenue management, where I said some people would want you to help them manage their pricing, in the sense that you can use tools like Price Lab. I mentioned Price Lab in that class, that you can use to, it will be giving you price suggestions. It will be looking at the prices of other properties in your area that are similar to yours and what they are charging, and then help you to give you a more competitive rate. So these are tools I think you should explore if you're interested in property management, short-term rentals, Airbnb, if you're interested in that industry. I think you should explore them. Okay. So moving away from that, I know we said we would handle payment, right? Do I want which? Okay, so there are platforms. There are different ways to receive your money, right? Usually, this companies or individuals. So you can be working for a company or you can be working for one man, an individual. So these people, they want to pay you. And if you are using a platform like Upwork, for example, Upwork manages the payments. So Upwork would collect money directly from the client. They'll collect money as at when due. Sometimes, depending on how they set it, if it's like a fixed project job, Upwork will collect the money for the project before the project even starts. They hold it in what we call an escrow. So they hold the money. Then when you are done with the project, you submit to the client, you ask them to approve payment. If they are satisfied with your work, they go ahead and approve payment. Upwork will send the money to you, right? In fact, Upwork does not send it immediately. Oh. They have like a waiting period, a 5-day waiting period for fixed project. So once the person approves your work, the money is released from escrow, but it has a waiting period of like 5 days, and then it will land on your. I don't want to open. I don't want to open my whatever, but it will land on your payment page. Let me see where you find that. You find it in your reports. So your reports, you see the pending payment, the one that have been released to you, and all of that. Now, if you're using Upwork, if Upwork is where you got the client, right? There are different ways you can receive your money. Number one way, they can send it directly to your, I'm going to be using Nigeria as an example, right? But if you are in any of the other West African countries, it's similar process. So they can send it to your Nigerian bank accounts, your First Bank, your Zenith Bank, UBA. They can send it in Naira, right? In Naira. The only thing is charges apply, and they'll be using bank rates. So whatever bank rate, and we know that bank rates are usually lower than the black market rate, right? Yeah. Then there's also an option to send it to your DOM account. What is DOM account? When you walk into your bank, First Bank, UBA, whatever conventional bank, you walk in there, you tell them you want to open a domiciliary account, right? That's like a dollar or euro account. So when they open that account for you, when they open that account for you, you connect it to your Upwork. So Upwork can send directly to that your DOM account, your domiciliary account. The only thing is for every transfer you send, they will take $50. $50 is huge. So they will take $50 for you to transfer. I think they call that's a wire transfer. So they send it to your domiciliary account. Then you can go to your bank, walk into your bank and collect raw dollar cash. So if you want the raw dollar cash, you can go ahead and you can use that method of sending to your DOM account. You go to the bank and collect it. Then there's another option for lazy people like us, like me. People know that I don't like to leave my house. So that option is, they call it virtual bank. just like we work virtually. They call it virtual bank. Now, what that option does is that they will give you a dollar account, a euro account, a pound account, an online bank account, right? Now you can connect these accounts to Upwork. You can give these accounts to your clients. They can pay directly to the account. It's all good. Even your DOM account, your domiciliary account, you can also give it to, clients. They will do a wire transfer. But these virtual accounts, how does it work? They the way it works is they are standing like a middleman. So when you send your money from Upwork to the virtual bank, they receive it. You will get email notification that you've received money in your account, or when your client sends money, you receive it. The only thing is you cannot withdraw that money cash, like to see dollar in your hand. You cannot. You cannot, I think some of them you cannot even send to another person, right? You cannot, I think some of them are now working on it that you can send to another user on the platform. But Major League, those kind of accounts are created so that when you receive the money, dollar, euro, or pound, you can now do, what do they call it? They would exchange it for you. So if you want to collect the money, they can do an exchange at a black market rate. So they would convert your dollar, your euro, your pound to naira, to cedis, whatever currency your country uses, and then you can now send that currency you've changed to your local account. So, for example, we have some of these platforms like GigPay, Clever, Gray. There are other ones as well, but these are the ones I'm most familiar with. So when I send my money to my GigPay, it lands my GigPay. I convert it to Naira and then send it to my Naira account. So they will use black market rates to, convert the money and send to my Naira account. It hits my Naira account and then I can spend. So you see, there are different ways. If you want to be collecting the dollars in cash, or you want to be saving it, that kind of thing, you get a DOM account so that you can be pushing those money there. If you don't want all those long process of going to the bank, you can just open this online account. But the only downside is you cannot save money in this account. I think GigPay, the highest they can keep money for you is like 2 weeks. Afterwards, they will send it back to sender. They say they are not a bank. They are just a whatever. So you receive the money, you convert it to Naira, they send it to your Naira account. There are charges for all of them. Whether you are sending with DOM account, whether you are using GigPay, Clever, whatever, there are charges. GigPay will charge you like 0.8% of the money, right? To be able to, once you send money there, they will remove their own part. So it's just find what works for you. Find what you're trying to, it depends on what you're trying to achieve. Use that platform. And I know there will be lots of questions for this particular thing I've said. So let me see if there is any confusion. Does the virtual bank need VPN? No, no, no. They know you are in Nigeria. They're actually created to help African freelancers. So they know, right? The only thing is just provide accurate information, because you will submit your ID, you will submit your whatever local bank you want to connect it to. You will submit your statement of account so that they are sure it's your account. You will submit your utility bill, right? They just want to be sure that the money is coming from a good source. And then they will even ask you for proof of employment sometimes. So what we do for proof of employment, we just go to our Upwork profile. Whether you've earned money, whether you've not, you can take a screenshot of your Upwork profile, or you can come to this place where it says manage finances. You will see certificates of earnings. You can download the certificate of earnings, whether you've earned money, whether you have not. Download certificate of earnings and send it to them as proof of employer. So they know, okay, this person is a freelancer on the Upwork platform. So they even do those verifications from time to time. The one I have the most experience using is GigPay. I've used GigPay for over 3 years now. In fact, I opened a Gray account first. Gray started having issues, so we moved to GigPay. I've been using GigPay since then. I think Clever now, I've been hearing a lot of people talking about Clever. Maybe I'll try them. I've never really, let me be opening their page so you see the spelling. I've never really tried Clever, but I think why I'm stuck on GigPay is because their customer service is quite fast for me. I think was it last month or earlier this month? Okay, it's last month where my money hanged for days. Serious money. I had to send them email. They replied. It took like 3 days or so. They had to call me. Okay, after it was resolved, they told me, okay, the money has actually arrived since I sent it, blah, blah, blah. And they did a lot of story. So they had to now call, I think the customer care called and was apologizing and all of that. So I think that's why I've been stuck on them. But people are saying Clever has better rates. So this is GigPay. All you need to do is create an account. You can see global banking for African professionals. So GigPay is a good one. Gray.co is also a nice one. Also a nice one. Yeah. So this is Gray. All you need to do is create an account. So please, it's money. Anything that has to do with money, they try to be very careful about it. So before you create an account, be sure that you are ready with all the information that you need. Someone says my grade didn't give me USD account. They gave me UK and Euro. That's why I said before earlier it was Gray we were using, but Gray started having issues with their US account. So a lot of us switched to GigPay. But I think Gray now, I think they're back on track. I'm not sure. Like I said, I use GigPay more. Then there is Clever. There's Clever. Some people say Clever is the easiest to open. I don't know. I've not tried it, but I need to see if their rate is better. If their rate is better, me, I will move because GigPay removes 0.8 of whatever you send. I think I need to do my research and see how much their charges are. Okay. What are the things needed for this account opening? The same things you need for your normal bank account opening. Your valid ID card, your utility bill. Then for you to be able to link it to your local bank account, you would need your statement of account. Of course, that one you can download it online now. Banks you can just send an email, they'll send you that. You can download it. What else? Then certificate of earnings. So they want to know your employer. Where will you be getting money from? Who is sending you money? They want to know. So like I said, you can use Upwork to do that. Just go to certificate of earnings, download it. You can use or take a screenshot of your Upwork profile and send it to them. Then there's another one. Please, how do you set up payments? Okay, I think I should show you guys that. So to set up payments on Upwork, you go to your account setting. There are two other platforms I would mention. So this is account setting now. You can see where it says get paid. Get paid. If you click on get paid, you see here you can set your payment method. So you see you can add a payment method. You can see I have two banks here. One is yeah, there are two different platforms. So it depends on the type of what depending on the money I want to receive, where I want to receive it, then I would send here. So that's it. Then there's something about Upwork, right? You need to, they do what we call automatic withdrawal, or yes. So what they do is once your money has gotten up to $1,000 on the platform, automatically, I think, let me see. Let me edit my withdrawal schedule so you guys see what I'm talking about. Automatically, they will send it to the accounts that you have put there. So they have the options of sending it weekly, twice per month, monthly, or quarterly. Mine now is quarterly. So it means by 31st of March now, they will send all the money I have accumulated on the platform. They will send it to the account I've provided automatically, right? So that is if it's up to $1,000, they will do that. You can see it's 1,000. The default setting is $1,000 or more. You can increase it. It's not even okay. You can decrease it however you like. If you want automatic withdrawal, you can set it. Okay. So another payment platform. Another payment platform is Payoneer. Yeah, you see some clients saying we pay via Payoneer. Um, Payoneer, before, what we used to do years back, what we used to do is we would send our money from Upwork to Payoneer, from Payoneer to our DOM accounts. That's our local bank US accounts, right? They also take those charges and it takes a couple of days. But now you can bypass Payoneer. But the reason Payoneer is only can only receive money from companies' accounts. They can't receive money from individual. GigPay and the rest, they can receive money from individuals, but Payoneer only receives money from a company account. So if it's not a company account the person wants to use to pay you, there's no need of using Payoneer. Payoneer will also give you dollar, euro, and pound accounts. So is there money on my GigPay? Let me show you guys GigPay. So you see Payoneer will also give you dollar, euro, and pound account. GigPay, Clever, Gray would also give you those same accounts. But remember, you need to request. They won't just automatically dash you all those accounts. You will need to request for it. And then I just want to show you guys what those accounts look like. Where is my mail? We Upwork send foreign currency or local rates. Upwork can send, it depends on the option you choose. If you want them to send it to you, to your local bank account, they will send it using local bank rates. But if you want them to send it to your US account, that is your domiciliary account, your DOM account, they would also they will send it there. And then they'll collect charges of $50. It's my account I want to see. I want to show you guys. Okay, it's down here. You can see the exchange rate for today. Dashboard, invoice, card, wallet, transaction. It's my account. Okay. So this is my US account now, you can see. So when somebody asks me for my US account, I just come and copy all these details here. Welfare Goes Bank, look at the account name, it's a checking account. You can see the routing number, the address. So when they ask for address, it's not my house address in Nigeria I will give. It's the address of this bank. You can see you are charged 0.8% for deposit. minimum fee of 1.5. So whatever they are charging you as their deposit fee cannot be less than $1.5. And then it's maximum of $15. So this is the dollar account. This is my okay. I don't have pound. I have euro. This is my euro account. Euro is charged 0.7% for deposits. So when I want to send someone my euro account details, I just copy all these details here and send to them. That's it. Mm. Let me see your questions. Can I use a sibling's PayPal account? Well, officially, PayPal does not work in Nigeria. But if you're in a country where PayPal works, I know we have international students, right? If you're in a country where PayPal works, you can use PayPal. But there's a wuru way to get PayPal. But for me, I work hard to get my money. So I'm always skeptical about using. There was a job actually I had to use PayPal. It was the company is in Canada. That was years back. The platform they use, it doesn't work here in Nigeria. There was no way to send it to me. So I had to, just create a PayPal account and I connected my PayPal to my GigPay. So from PayPal, I sent to GigPay. From GigPay, I sent to my Nigerian account. So yes, you can watch YouTube videos if you must use PayPal. You can watch YouTube videos to see how to create PayPal accounts. But that one, you may need to use a VP. You will have to use a VPN. So that's that for PayPal. Um, Coach, will they be the one to provide account details for someone? You now, wherever you are working now or whatever you are doing now, when somebody wants to send you money, what do? You send them your account details, right? That's the same way it is you too that will be sending account details to them. Or you link your account details on Upwork, you send your account details on whatever platform you are getting work from. If you got the clients on LinkedIn, most of the time they will be using either they will just tell you to send your bank details, or they will tell you the platform they use. They could be using Wise, they could be using Payoneer. Payoneer will work for that one because it's coming from a company account, right? So that's it. Okay, we've talked about Payoneer. There's another one. There's another one, Wise. Why I love Wise is I don't think you can create an account now on Wise. If you're in Nigeria, I think you would need to someone to invite you. I think when I created this account, it was my client that invited me to get the account. The beautiful thing about Wise is, you know, Payoneer, no, I'm not sure of Payoneer. GigPay and Clever and Gray, they only give you euro, pounds, and dollar accounts. But what TransferWise does is that, yes, they give you euro, pound, and dollar accounts, but they give you wallets in other currencies. So if you have clients in, I think it was my clients in Europe that made me open this Wise account because their country, they don't use either of these three currencies. So they send me money in their currency. I receive it in my Wise. I don't have an account for that currency. They just give me a wallet. I receive it in that wallet, and then I can convert it to dollar or euro or pound and then send. So I send it to my GigPay, or like you can send to your DOM account. That's a wire transfer. And that's just how it works. So different payment method, different platforms. What you want to achieve is why you open the account. So you don't just go opening all of them. No, depends on what you're trying to achieve. All right. So that's that for payments. How can one link accounts? I don't understand the question. Do you mean how you can link please explain better. For which of the platforms? Are we to create Upwork account first before payment account, or which is to come first? Seeing that in creating a payment account, you have to send a screenshot of your payer. Sure, you will get work first before you collect money. Sure, you will get work first before you collect money. Abi? So open the freelancing account first and get work. Then you start talking of payment. But it's not bad to open the accounts, right? It's not bad, but some of the requirements they'll be asking you, like when they will ask you for proof of employment, you would need to send, screenshots from your Upwork or certificate of earnings from your Upwork. And so you should know the one that comes first. How do I go about opening this account? Just go on any of their websites. Go on Google, type Payoneer, you can see it. Sign up. You follow the step. Gig pay. Let me log out. Where am I logging out from? Let's open their page. You see sign in or sign up and follow the steps. I have a video actually. I have a video on how to open those accounts. I think we opened GigPay during a class or something like that. But these things are really easy to do. They are not, as long as you have the right requirement, just follow what they're asking you step by steps, and that's it. It's not really hard. Coach, can we request crypto payment? They are all apps. I have GigPay and Wise on my phone because those are the ones I use the most. So GigPay, I can just easily open the app, check the rate. If the rate don't they go high like that, I see, collect more money. Whatever. They have apps available. This thing about crypto, me, I'm skeptical. That's me. You can actually receive payments in crypto. In fact, one of my clients now asked us to open crypto accounts Nexo or so that we can receive in USDT. But the thing they do me somehow. Whatever payment platform you are comfortable with, go ahead. When are we getting certificate? Chiwendu Agu. You never graduate, you won't collect certificate, Emmanuel? I'm concerned about all these ads that require foreign payment account before one can run ads. Please, coach, which one do you use to pay for your ads we usually see? I use my Naira account though to pay for ad though. I think I got a MasterCard card from First Bank. That's what I've been using. I don't use foreign accounts for payments of ads. They charge me in Naira. How can one link accounts? I already showed you guys. I said go to your setting on Upwork and you will see where it says get paid. From get paid, you will see how the whole link accounts, and then you can fill it. Remember, the account has to be in the name that you registered on the platform. That's why I said whatever name you are using, it should be something you have ID for. Because when you are opening your Upwork now, they will require verification with an ID. When you are opening your virtual account, they will require verification with your ID. And the names must match before you can link accounts together. So make sure that those you have that clarified when you are creating those accounts. If you don't have Upwork accounts, where else can you get certificate of earning? Truthfully, I don't know. When I created my gig page, they did not ask for certificate of earnings, but after a while, they asked me to do verification and they requested certificate of earning. Right. There was a time a particular amount hit my account, so they locked it. And then they said I should verify and all that. So I had to use my Upwork. So I really don't know another way to, if you are on another platform or if you have a contract from your client, right? You have your client sent you a contract. You can use that as a certificate to show them that, okay, this is where the money is. They just want to be sure that whatever you're getting money from is not fraudulent. That's all. What if you're not using, oh, okay, I've answered that. Okay, IB, yeah, so I've just answered that question. Is there any restriction on the mode of usage of these accounts? Restriction, the only restriction is I think right now any money coming from Upwork, I don't think there are restrictions. But if you are receiving money from a personal account, let's say your client is using their personal account to send you money, not their company account, there's a particular amount, a threshold, right? Like to get to that, they will ask you to verify how you're getting the money and all that. As long as you have appropriate documents to back them, I don't think that should be a problem. You cannot keep money on those virtual accounts for, okay, I keep money on my Wise. Oh, I keep money on my Wise, but my gig pay, they say I can't keep money for more than 2 weeks. So that's it. What about Lemfi? If Lemfi works for you, go ahead. What if client lied about the job someone do for them? Lied. Why would client lie? On Upwork. I think you should explain better. Do you mean that clients hired you for something else, then you are doing something else for them? Be careful, oh, if Upwork finds out those kind of clients, they usually ban them. The only time I've ever done a job like that was one time, one client, they sent me, I saw the job, they invited me. They say it's a data entry job. I think then I was just starting. It was like either $10 or $5 payments. I took this thing. When the guy sent offer, he now sent me, he got my email and then he sent me email to inform me that the job actually is for me to leave review. Upwork frowns on any job that has to do with review. Like you're leaving review on people's websites when you have not used their product, they frown on that. If they know that that's the kind of job, they could ban you and the client. So he sent me to my email that, okay, oh, I wanted to leave a review on my blah, blah, blah. He even told me the review to leave. I did it now. I collected the small money as long as there was no trace of that. So that's the only time I have experience with doing a different job that is different from what the client hired for. These things are just things you should be careful about. Okay, somebody says, how do we buy Connect? So to buy Connect, you also go to your settings. You can even see Connect. If you click on Connect, and you see straight up buy Connect. You cannot buy Connect using the app, the Upwork app. You need to use the browser. So that's how to buy Connect. If you click on buy Connect, to ask you how many do you want to buy. Like I said in the last class, there is no provision for code, or the promo code. Upwork does not give promo code. Just choose the one you want and buy. That's all. Okay, so let me check these people. Let me take questions. How do you transfer from GigPay to your normal Nigerian account? So let me enter my GigPay again. You two people, I'm sorry, oh. I'm taking your questions now. So what you can do is, I think payments, right? Payment beneficiary. And then you can see, add a beneficiary. Once you click add a beneficiary, they will ask you to fill in details of where the money is going to. You fill in those details. These processes are not hard, right? You can see direct transfer to bank account, transfer to mobile money. If I say direct transfer to bank account, it will ask you what currency. These are the currencies available on GigPay. South African rand, Rwanda francs, Kenya shillings, like that, like that, like that. You choose what you want. Just be following the process one by one. You fill in whatever detail they are asking you for. That's how to connect GigPay to your Nigerian accounts. How do you transfer? Let me look for transfer. So now, this is my dashboard. Just click on send money. All of them are similar. Send money, they ask you, where do you want to send money to? Bank transfer, mobile money, or to another Raynest user. Raynest is the owner of GigPay. So I say bank transfer. Who are you paying? My account that is already saved there. How much are you sending? If it is the money is in dollars, if it's in euro, you fill in, continue, like that, till you send. Within 5-10 minutes, it will hit your Naira account. That's how to send money. Okay, so I think I've taken all questions on payments, right? The charges on GigPay, is it when withdrawing or when receiving? No, they don't charge you for withdrawing. They just charge for deposits. When someone sends money to you, they charge the 0.8%. But when you want to send to your Naira account, they don't charge for that. Can we use our Gmail to register? You can use whatever mail to register for any of these platforms. Can we send money from our local account to Clever? I think so, because people are. I've never tried sending from my local account to um but I know our students have done that because some of them need to buy Connect, and you buy Connect in dollars, right? So they send money to any of these accounts. These platforms also give you virtual card, like dollar card that you can use to pay for things online. You can use to buy Connect. Yes, so I think you can do that. All right. Can you set GigPay to automatically send money? You can try. I've never tried it, so I don't know. Okay, so let's move to something else. There's something I know I want to talk about, but I'm not sure I can remember. So you guys already know that I'm an advocate of AI, of using AI to make your work to be better. I'm an advocate of that. So there are a lot of things you can use AI to do. You can use AI to improve your job search. You can use AI to create your resume, right? So whatever resume you've crafted now, you can give it to ChatGPT. It will, structure it better for you, make it more captivating. You can give it prompts. Prompts are those things you tell it to do. You can tell it how to, sometimes when I want to write an email or even Upwork cover letter, sometimes I would say use an engaging, start with a strong introduction, put a strong call to action at the end. I tell you what to do. Sound more friendly. Like if I see that the job post say we need someone who is friendly, I say sound more friendly. I give those prompts. It will do that. Then I pick the ones that are useful to me. Even sometimes I want to create a post on Facebook. I say, okay, craft a post that is this. Use Nigerian English. So it will now come down. It won't be using those big words. So AI is really beautiful to use. You can use it to create your resume, to write your cover letters, to prepare for interview. ChatGPT can prepare you for interview. All you need to do is copy the job description, post to ChatGPT. Tell it to prepare you for the interview. You can tell it to ask you questions while you give answer. You can tell it to ask questions and give you the answer. By the time you go through all those questions that asked you, you get into the interview, you already know what the client is likely to ask you, and you are good to go, right? Then there's this platform, career.ai, that you can use to optimize. Let me open it. Careerflow.ai. So instead of just working hard, work smart, right? Work smart. Careerflow.ai can optimize your LinkedIn. It can help you craft a good resume. It can help you. I know there's a free version and there's a premium version, of course. Everybody's out there to make money. But the free version can do a lot for you. Let me see. Let me log in so we see. Must the certificate be from Upwork before opening? It must not be. If you have a contract from your client, you can use it, right? But it has to be quite authentic because they know that you can just type up something and say it's from a client. So why we use Upwork is because a lot of they know that Upwork is a valid or legit platform. So it's easier for them to take up what when you send them Upwork's own certificate of earning as compared to just sending them a company's contract and all that. So to be on the safer side, you could use that. I believe if you want to link your local accounts, they will ask for your BVN just for them to be sure that you are just for them to verify whatever. So this is careerflow.ai. You can use it to track your jobs that you applied for. So a lot of people say when you're actively applying for jobs, always keep track of the jobs you're applying for. Um, the job title, whatever, so that you can always go back and say, okay, how am I doing? Am I doing well? What jobs have I applied for? Which ones have I been called to interview? Which ones have I gotten an offer? Right? So look at their job tracker. You can just add the job you're applying for and all that. Then you can use this to build your resume. So this is a resume builder. You just fill in the details. Look at, do you want to start from scratch? Do you want to import from your LinkedIn profile? Do you want to import from an existing resume? So you can use it to also create a resume. You can have contacts here. So let's say contact from clients or companies that maybe you hope to work for. You have documents. So documents you saved here. Then you have LinkedIn. So if you connect your LinkedIn, it will go through your LinkedIn and it will tell you things you need to improve in your LinkedIn. So this one is still showing the old things on my LinkedIn. So it's telling me result from your LinkedIn profile, 88%. Then it highlights the places that I need to improve. Can see my education is showing red. They say mention activities and societies you were part of in school. add description, highlighting. So they just give you suggestions to improve your LinkedIn. They have community. Okay, they have a Discord channel where you can interact with other people. That's a good one. And then they have what they say, find recruiters. I don't think I've ever seen this find recruiters icon before on my career flow. So you can you can search for hiring managers. I don't know if this is a paid feature, but you can see, you can try it out. You can search for hiring managers and maybe send them a cold email or send them your pitch, right? This is a very lovely one. You can try it out. So careerflow.ai is a nice tool to use. So if you join this Discord channel now, you'll be chatting with other people in the Careerflow community. That's beautiful. So like I said, work smart, not just hard. Work smart. Whatever you can do to make your life easier, to make your job search easier, you can do so. So Careerflow can keep all track of your job opportunities, application, contact, notes in one place. We have this Simplify Copilot that can help you fill up, job applications automatically. How does it work? You download the extension on your Chrome browser. You set it up. So you just fill in your details. You can fill in your name, your resume, your cover letter, whatever you want to fill in. So when you go on let's say you go on LinkedIn, you're trying to apply for jobs, or when you go on any company's website, you're trying to apply for jobs, you can just easily fill in those details to apply quickly. Then we have Sonara. Sonara, I think, is a paid feature, but what that one does is really beautiful. It will you feed it to your resume. It will scan the web for jobs that will match your resume. Jobs that will match your resume. And then it will apply automatically on your behalf. So it could apply to maybe 100 jobs, as many as it finds on the internet. But to maximize that feature, it means your resume needs to be really strong so that it will give you the right kinds of jobs, right? So these are another way to find jobs. I think I need to mention this. It's something we call career page. Career page, yes. Let me share my screen. We call it career pages. So you go to a company that you are interested in working. Let me just use the word career pages and search. Some of them will have what we call career page on their, okay, let's see. Let's use First Bank now. They will have a place where you can see where they post the jobs they are hiring for. You can see now, this is First Bank own career page. So you can see a job that this is on their First Bank's website. If you go to any company's websites, most times at the bottom, they put career page. So if you click on career, you can see jobs that they're applying for. You can easily apply. So these are some ways. You see someone saying, I'm working in these big companies abroad. You use their career page to find employment. So if you see, maybe you go on LinkedIn and then you see a company you're interested in, you can go to their website, look at their career page and see if they have opportunities you can apply for. That's one very beautiful way of applying for jobs. Can one have more than one remote job at a time? Can even have five. The only thing is, can you meet up? The only thing is, are they clashing or not? Right? Because some clients will say, okay, I need you to work 4 hours. Some will say full time. If you are working full time, and you can only take on other jobs that are like fixed project, like they just need you to deliver something maybe every week or every day. For example, right now, my major job is not on Upwork. It's on a different, I got it on a different platform anyway. They are paying to me directly. Now, I work from so time to so time for them. Then I have a sales job that is on Upwork. That one, they gave me a limit. They gave me a limit of 25 hours every week. So I use my 25 hours as I deem fit. Of course, it's a calling job, so it means I must call within US work hours, right? So I need to structure my day so that I can attend to that. So sometimes I could do 3 hours a day, or 4 hours a day, or 5 hours a day, because they gave me a limit of 25 hours. Sometimes, but before I would, some weeks I don't meet up to the 25, right? But that is how that one works. Then I have another one where that one is just 1 hour. I just got that client, which the last weekend or so. Her own is Instagram marketing. So she says, do generate leads for me every day, every Monday to Saturday for 1 hour. So I could wake up in the morning and decide to do that for her. I could at night if I have the time, whatever. So you see how different these two jobs now I've mentioned, they are not clashing into my major job. So like I said, you can have several jobs. It depends on you. Can you handle it? Are they clashing with what you are they clashing with each other? Would you not break down? Would you not start losing focus, and let's say one is taking so much of your effort and time, and so one is suffering and all of that? Then another thing some people do is they have two laptops, right? So if they have a job, in fact, this sales job, I got the job December last year. And when I saw the time, I was thinking, okay, I might need to be simultaneously working on two jobs at the same time. But I was like, okay, let's just see how it goes. But as I started the job, I realized it's flexible. I can do it at, my own time. So some people will get two laptops. When they get two jobs, they are doing it simultaneously. But like I said, you make sure that one job is not suffering um, because of the other. The best way to combine jobs is maybe one hourly job and one project-based job. Project-based job means we want you to do this every day or every week. You will not do it at your own time. So you can now maneuver it. So you can have whatever. It's up to you at the end of the day. Or if you get more, you can outsource it. I mean, give it to somebody. If you want to be collecting a percentage, it's fine. It's your job, right? It's you that would whatever comes out of it. So that's also fine. You can outsource the job. I think there's one of you, right? What's her name? She got a job, right? And she told me she spoke to them that she needs someone else to work with her. And she told me the person she's giving that to. So you can always outsource job. I do the same. Okay, so that's that about career page. Mm, so Nara. So Nara, power your job search with AI. Cast a wider net, 10 times your job application. So they say our AI-powered job search automation platform continuously finds and applies to relevant job openings. So it will just be finding and applying to jobs for you. But of course, your resume needs to be strong. Now, you can build your resume yourself, right? Or you can get an expert to do that for you. In fact, I do that a lot. I could just sit down and say, okay, let me just restructure my resume. I could do it myself, or okay, I need a fresh eye. I pay an expert to do it. They're all investments in yourself. In fact, the other day I was telling Mr. Sam to draft a customer support resume for me. He was like, what do you want to use resume and do? He has refused to answer me, but it's just something I do, right? Because sometimes you might see an opportunity you need to apply for. Sometimes I even see an opportunity to apply for. I will sit down by myself, go to the job. If the job say they need somebody who can dance, I'll go and write on my resume that in my last job, I danced 300 times a day. That's how you do it so that the ATS would present your own as part of the people, because ATS will say, okay, this job say they need someone that can dance. I will check in all the resume that have been submitted. Those people that say they can dance, those are the ones I will show to the HR manager. And that's why you see you're not getting response, because you're not adapting or optimizing your resume to fit the job you're applying for. The job says we need somebody who can sing. In your resume, you are talking about how you can do marketing, how you can clean chair. You might be missing it out. All right. So I don't know. Sonara might be a page two. Let me say get started. They say upload your resume, complete a quick profile, we find jobs and fill out application. Let me just check. Sonara pricing. Let's see. Okay, they have a low cost trial at $2.9, but it's limited to 10 applications or 14 days. Oh, the full fee is $23 per month. But if you want to apply for a year, that's $5 per year, per month, if you're paying for a full year. So that's the pricing. If you can't afford this, you can use, other platforms, Career Flow. Those ones will not automate your application. You will have to apply by yourself, one by one. You see, I see they apply for jobs. See these people, oh. There's something called actively searching for job. It means you are actively. Then there's another one called passively. Passively means I get work, oh, but I see they look. If I see the one way better pass the one where I did do, I will grab it. That is passively. So me, I am always passively applying. Passively. Sometimes I will even see a job that I know I will not do. I will just do interview so that I would know if my head is still in the game, right? It's just, and the fact that I'm coaching now, I'm also always, trying to see what is out there, what are clients asking for, what is happening, what are clients, so I'm always checking these platforms. Okay, so that's that for using AI to optimize your job search. We already know platforms for free courses, right? Please keep improving yourself. Keep taking courses. Keep improving yourself. Learning never stops, right? Okay, so let's do we go straight into interview now? Okay, let's just talk about something. How do you come about this remote thing? This one, this is that is one have to update resume at any time. So yes, you can have one resume that you feel uh it relates to what a lot of clients are looking out for, right? But sometimes when you see some jobs, you know that no, I need to arrange my CV to fit this job. You do that. But I would say get a resume each for each of the platforms you are each of the niche you are looking to work in: customer service, virtual assistant, sales, Airbnb, accounting, whatever niche you're looking to work in. Get different CVs or resumes for them. As you are going on, you can be optimizing them. So how do we recognize fraudulent clients? It's not only Nigerians that are scammers. We have Oibos that are scammers as well. So how do you recognize? I mean, once you start applying for jobs now, you start seeing a lot of them. You start seeing a lot of them. So if somebody just sends you an email out of the blue telling you you've gotten a job that you did not apply for, you know you did not apply for that job. They just send you email. We saw your resume, we saw your profile on LinkedIn, we are happy to give you the job, and I is paying $35 per hour. You say if you are happy for a job you did not apply for. What you should be telling yourself is, this client that wants to pay this big money, if I am the one, I am the client, and I want to pay somebody this big money for a job, won't I want to get to know this person to be sure that this person can deliver? That's what you should ask yourself. If you tell yourself, yes, I will actually want to have an interview with this person, then you should know that nobody will just offer you a job without wanting to get to know you. On Upwork, they can give you a job without interview, right? But that is because they have gone through your profile. They have seen your past work. They are convinced that you can deliver. They are seeing reviews from maybe past clients or whoever. They will not, nobody will just carry jobs to your email and say, oh, we are so impressed by you. I've seen students send me those screenshots and I'll tell them proceed. I never tell anybody, say this, run. No, I will not tell you. What I'll tell you is proceed with caution so that you will not say it's coach that made me miss this $35 per hour job. No, proceed with caution. Anything your eyes see, you tell the story. Then if you see that they are rushing the process, like you just applied for a job right now, and in 10 minutes, they're already telling you, send these documents. If you don't send it right now, you just feel like they're pressuring you. I don't think there's any legit client that will be pressuring you unnecessarily because clients also want to take their time to be sure that they are hiring the right candidates. In fact, clients will tell you that they are interviewing. The interview I told you guys I have today, the guy told me, he said, okay, you are where I'm shopping right now for a VA. So I have another interview today. And, they'll tell you we have other interviews. We are trying to find out the best candidates. They won't just, if I when they want to fix the interview, they will ask you what time is convenient for you. They are very polite people. What time is convenient for you? You give them options, right? Then any job where they are giving you unrealistic promises and compensation, work 1 hour every day and we'll pay you $1,000 at the end of the month. Be careful. Also ask yourself, if I am the employer, somebody will just work 1 hour for 30 days. And then, no, not even 30 days, for 20 days. And I'll give the person $1,000. What am I doing for you? If you are doing like specialized services, like let's say, you are creating websites, you are doing coding, you are doing core tech project management or automation. Those are like high paying skills that you can, say you're charging $35 per hour, $40 per hour, right? That is why, as you have attended this training too, you can decide to upskill and get, specialized skills so that you can also charge those kind of money. But any job where they are giving you unrealistic promises and compensation, you should be wary of them. If it's too good to be true, it probably is. Then another thing, red flag. You cannot find details about this company online. It's a red flag. Yes, some new companies, they might not, have a lot of details online. Okay, let me put it this way. The Airbnb job I do, the one I say I use my phone, what's his name? The owner of the company, you can't really find details about himself online. In fact, when I had to go and do my own on the company's website, is the wife's picture and everything that is there. You won't even he's not that kind of person who is out there. But the company details are out there. If you Google the company, you will see the company, you see contact details, you see location and all of that. In fact, a lot of you have small businesses. You are maybe drop shipping, you have whatever, and you have presence on social media, even when you're just a small business. So I believe that every business, you should be able to find traces of them online. If you cannot find good traces, it could be a red flag, right? But like I said, proceed with caution, still try to see and understand, okay, are these people legit or not? Then if they're asking you to pay for anything, run. Anything at all, run. The new scam now that they are doing is they will tell you we've given you the job is this, you get this, the compensation is this, blah blah blah. But we need you to have a certificate, or we need you to validate your documents, we need you to validate your credentials. We have a particular site where you validate your credential. They are not affiliated to us, but we prefer to use them. So go on the website and validate your credential. Then you go on the website and then they tell you to validate your credential, you need to pay $10. And then you say, I already got a job that's paying $20 per hour. Let me just pay this $10 and validate my credential. My brothers and sisters, it's a scam. That is the scam. They've just scammed you. By the time you pay, a lot of students have shown me this thing. They say pay is scam. It's scam. I think that one rained a lot on LinkedIn last year. If they are asking you to pay for anything, the new one they are doing now, they'll say, we're happy to give you the position. However, we want to ensure that you have a particular certification. We are committed to your progress as our employee, and so we would help you. We would contribute to you getting the certificate. We'll contribute $100 to help you get the certificate. We are committed to your growth. And then you go to this website and then you see that the amount to get the certificate is $200. So they'll tell you we'll pay half, right? They will pay half. Then you go and put your own $100. You scam. Anybody asking you to share sensitive information too quickly, they are just send your bank details when you have not started work. Send your bank details. Send this. Just proceed with caution, right? Then anyone that they are sending you emails, and in fact, when students send me screenshots of emails that they received from companies, the first thing I look at is how is this email written? If they are writing with shorthand or they are writing, the grammar is not really correct, I know these people are not legit. Or they write dear candidates. In fact, that one is the one that's once I just see dear candidates, I say no, it's not real. Because why are they not putting your name? If a company is actually, even if it's a company that has 1,000 employees, when they want to employ you, they have a one-on-one dealing with you. When they are sending you emails, they will call dear John. It is your name. But when you are saying dear employee, you just know that they are sending this to a lot of people. In fact, the one that got me almost mad end of last year. Her name is Debbie. Yes, she's one of our students. She told me, she came and silently, Coach, I've gotten a job. I'm like, oh, thank God. Wow, congratulations, right? I'm always rooting for you guys. Congratulations. And then she says, oh, it's a graphic design job. She decided to niche down to graphic design. It's a graphic design job. They said I'll be doing this, that they're employing a lot of freelancers. It's a long time project. And then they said we need to pay for the onboarding book or something like pay. They say she sent me the email. They say they want to be sure that they are serious. They don't want to employ people that are not serious. So they want them to be committed. They want them to use their money and buy the onboarding book. In fact, they sent them a video, a congratulatory video, where the person was like, hello, freelancers, congratulations on the job, congratulations for joining us. And I was like, listen, are you sure? It looks like scam to me. She was like, coach, should I just try? Should I just try? At the point, I knew that, she was all over the place. I was like, Debbie, do whatever your mind tells you to do, but just proceed with caution. That's what I always say. So always be careful. Don't let your desperation to get a job make you lose money at the end of the day. Okay. Then there is the fake job post. So this one is done by fellow freelancers like me and you. What do? They go on places like Upwork and then they post a job. And then you see, because as an Upwork freelancer, you can also post jobs, right? So they post a job and then people apply. What are they looking for? To see how other people are writing their cover letters, to see how other people are, applying for jobs so that they can also learn. So when you see somebody in Nigeria, like when you see a job on Upwork, the location of the client is Kenya, and the person has not paid any money on the platform. The person has not spent any money on the platform. The person's payment is not verified or whatever. These are also things you can look out for. I used to say, okay, be careful of Indians, be careful of Bangladesh. But right now, what I would say is check how much they've spent on the platform. If they have spent money, nowadays it's Indians that are going way up there in tech, right? So just check all the things, check all the details. That from there you can make a conclusion on if to apply or not. Then there's a free sample request. So that one has happened to me. The client posted a job. In fact, then I had not niched down. I was doing anything and everything. If I see a job I feel I can do, I will apply. It was an audio editing job. I have never edited audio in my life, but I applied because the guy wrote the website we used to be editing the audio. He said you just be removing those his filler words. Filler words like when you're talking, you be like those are filler words. So I was like, okay, I can do this. I applied. Few minutes, the guy sent me a message. Oh, I really love your application, but I need to be sure that you can do the work. He sent me sample, so I should edit. My brethren in the Lord. That day, when I applied for that job, it was in the night. As I applied, I wanted to go back to sleep, and then I received notification that he has responded, and he gave me the tax. I sat down on my computer. It was my first time, so I spent longer time to edit. Finished editing, sent it to him. He told me, "Oh, don't worry, I will pay you for this. But let me see what other people are doing. If you are the best." The guy did not. The guy did not hire. Talabi Bamidele, turn off your mic. The guy did not hire. How did I know? Few days after, right? Because he told me he was going to pay for the work I did. Few days after, I went on the platform because you can see when someone has hired for a job they posted. The guy has not hired anybody, but he's interviewing plenty people. And that was when it occurred to me that if this he has given all of us that is interviewing this sample, different samples to edit, does he need to pay anybody again for the job? We have done the job for free. In fact, the guy blocked me on Upwork. When I went back to him to ask him, you said you were going to pay for it. He blocked me off the platform. So, be careful of those free samples. In fact, Upwork frowns against free sample. They'll tell you not to do free sample for clients. If you must do free sample, the client must pay. So I've had a client also who asked me for in fact, that one was not a sample. It was a tax he gave me, and then he paid for it. He actually sent an offer for the tax, $10 or so. I did the tax, I sent it to him. He told me, okay, they've decided not to hire again and all of that. But at least I still got something for my effort. So be careful of free sample requests. Now, what I would say, free sample request is different from tax. Free sample request is do a flyer for me containing these details, and then you do it, and you know that they can use this flyer. Tax is create a flyer for my business, anything you like, put or use this call. They just want that they just want to see your work, not that they want to use what you're going to create. So always be careful for those who are asking for sample, that they will use without paying you. Then any job advert that is too vague, that they are not exactly telling you what you're going to be doing, that is filled with a lot of grammatical errors, that they are just trying to make you feel like it's too easy. Or they tell you easy job, we are looking for new people on the platform and easy money. Sometimes you should be wary of those kind of jobs. Any company that asks you to pay to ship your device or to register on their system, be careful of them. In fact, this particular one, US people have fallen for those kind of scam. I have seen that on LinkedIn a lot of times. How do they do the scam? You will do interview. You will see somebody, you will do interview. You will pass interview. They'll tell you you've gotten job. They'll send you offer letter. You'll be happy. Then they'll tell you the company, you need to use the company. Yes, companies give you computers, right? They give you things to work with. So they'll tell you, okay, we'll send you money to buy, your work tools, maybe your computer, your headset, blah, blah, blah. You will send your bank details. Then they will send you money, more money than you need. They'll tell you, okay, we also need you to buy for 2 order of our people that have also been employed. The computer store in your city is the best. So buy all of these tools from them. They send money to you, you buy. After buying, then they will tell you, oh, we need to configure your computer. There are, things we need to set up for you. So ship the computer, ship everything to so address. You ship it. Then a few days after, you get call from your bank. Or when you try to withdraw, they'll tell you that your account has been flagged for fraudulent, whatever. Or you receive money from a you receive stolen funds, they block your account and you need to pay back all that money. So as much as you're looking to get a job, be careful with all of these things so that you don't run into trouble while trying to look for your daily bread, right? Okay, so that's that about that. I already talked about how you can have different jobs, how you can have a job paying you hourly, and then you can get like a fixed project job where you just have deliverables. You don't need to clock in and clock out at a particular time, right? Or if you want to have multiple jobs where you clock in and clock out at a particular time, it means their timing should not clash so that you're not just spread all over the place and losing strength and losing all of that. Okay, so we're going to do our interview now. The people who the people who volunteered. So we'll be going for the first set. We'll need someone interviewing and an interviewer and interviewee. Interviewer and interviewee, right? So our volunteers, where are they? Is there a router that can be charged with a power bank? I'm not sure. I know my MTN router then it had a battery. So if I charge it, it lasts for like 4 hours before going off. But the Starlinks I use now, it must be connected to light. It does not have battery. So I don't know. You can go to their shops and find out for yourself. Where are the people? Okay, Esther is one of the volunteers. Another person. Esther, are you interviewing and what role are you interviewing for? Please, you people should talk or because maybe we'll take just 2 interviews and then we'll call it a day. Where are they? So the thing is, if when you are applying for a job and you see them asking you, do you live in the US or do you have authorization to work in the US? What you should know is that particular job, they might not be able to hire outside the US. All of these companies, right, are in different countries, and these countries have labor laws. The US, for example, there are some countries or some states where they cannot hire outside the US. If they must hire outside the US, they would need to maybe hire you on a contractor basis. That's you're not an employee, you're a contractor. Or they might need to use a third party company to hire you, just like when they hire you on Upwork. So when you see those kind of jobs where they are saying, are you from, it's not that they don't like you. It's not that they don't want to hire you. It's not that they are saying you are not good enough. It's just that because of the labor law of that state, they cannot hire outside the US. So if you see those kind of job, most times they are not looking for people outside the US. So don't feel bad. What you should do is leave that one and look for another job. Don't feel bad that these people don't want people from that. No, it's not about you. It's not about your country. It's about their own country and the laws there. These people take laws really seriously, right? So that's it. If you have they scheduled interview and then you told them your location and then they stop answering you, it's just because maybe they are not able to hire outside their location. It's just a few people that I've seen that maybe they have a bias. And if anybody has a bias about your location, I don't think you want to work with them, right? I don't think you want to work with such a person. The only person I've ever seen, the guy is a French guy. I applied for that job on Upwork. He's a French guy, a customer service position. He asked us to send our voice recording. I did. And then he told me honestly that, okay, his company services the US, and he would prefer someone who does not have an accent. He would prefer someone who speaks like someone from the US. He himself, he has an accent. He's a Frenchman. So he cannot he doesn't want people to know that, the company is outside US and all of that. So that one, he did not hire me, not because he does not like me. It's just his business comes first. So if you see a job, they don't want people from your side of the world, leave them. Look for the one that will hire you. That's how I see it anyway. I don't like anything limiting me. I don't subscribe to that. Uchechi, you are scared. What are you scared of? Of searching for job or attending interview or whatever? What are you scared of? I am still waiting for volunteers. I am still waiting for volunteers. That's why we are here where we are now. It's volunteers we are looking for, so that we can end this class. My coach, it means the client job description determines our resume. Yes. It is one. If the client is saying, I want someone who can dance, I want someone who can read state and capital, I want someone who can draw table, and then you're coming to tell them, I can draw chair, they might consider you, right? But when you come and say, I can draw table, I have drawn table in the past, is it not a better chance for you? That's what we mean by optimizing. Changing or crafting, using words that they have used in their job description to let them know that you have done what they are asking for. The virtual accounts are not accepting crypto. Clever, I don't know of Clever, but I know GeekPay and Gray do not accept crypto payments. Except maybe you change, there's a way you will change to dollar, be USDT or one thing. I've not tried it. I've never received crypto payments. Like I said, somebody is wanting to pay us in crypto and we are still running. So I've never tried it. You can try. Okay, who is volunteering in Jesus' name so that we can close? Richard. Okay, so we have Richard and Esther, right? So let us okay, can you both unmute so that we can take who will be the person on the hot seat and who will be asking the questions? You can unmute, both of you, please.
I would like to ask the question.
Richard, you want to ask questions? Esther. Esther too wants to ask questions. Who will now be answering? Who will answer? Everybody wants to ask questions. Who will answer the question? So we have a lot of people now who want to ask questions, but we don't have who will be answering the question. It's just a way for us to learn, right?
Okay, do we have a script for it? Good evening.
Script for
Yeah, okay.
interview.
And
Or
maybe yes.
when you say script, do you mean the questions you are going to be asked or the answer you are going
Yeah,
to give?
yeah. No, the question. Just
No, they can use
okay.
Google and search for questions.
Okay, let's go ahead to learn.
Okay, so you are going to be answering?
I'll try my best, ma'am.
Okay. Richard.
Yes, ma'am. Please, she mentioned something. She said, "Do we have this stage?" So I would still also like to ask the same question for the
You can
question aspect.
just go on Google and type interview questions for whatever role. You will see questions.
Okay, ma'am.
Yeah. So what role are you interviewing for, Esther?
Anyone?
You will tell us now so that we'll ask you questions in that line. Huh?
Oh, customer service. relationship. CRM.
Is CRM customer relationship management?
Yes.
Is it CRM the tool or CRM the human being? I don't understand.
Customer relationship. How do you mean you don't understand? Are we interviewing for the tools or the services the person is going to render? That's what we are
The
interviewing
services, the role. You're interviewing for the role.
for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, Ochabirila. I'm graphic designer now. I prefer graphics.
Okay, and then we'll ask you questions for graphic design.
Esther, I think the role should be customer relationship. I mean, customer service rep, not
Rep.
customer service management.
Okay.
You see now, I've left it in you people's hand. Esther and Richard. Oh yeah, over to you.
If she says she wants the graphic design, there's no problem with that.
Please, someone else should interview. I'm sorry. Learn.
Okay, Miracle is volunteering. Miracle, let's have you. Miracle Daniel. Esther has pick race. Esther has run away. Miracle, are you ready?
Yes, coach. I'm ready. I'm ready.
Okay, great. So what role are you interviewing for?
I'll be interviewing for customer service representative.
Okay, so I would need two interviewers, so you can one person ask question, one person ask question. So who are
I think I'll be the one to answer question.
Yeah, Miracle would answer. We need two people who would be asking questions. So she's interviewing for the role of customer service. Okay, so after Miracle, we would have Chibuzo interviewing. Thank you for volunteering. We are the people that have been saying, I'll ask question now. Come and ask question now. They are sleeping. Are you scared that I will say, Mrs. Joy, please ask? Is it Simeon or Simon? You are still saying question asking at your mates? Okay, Mrs. Joy and Richard, go ahead. You both should go ahead now. Introduce and ask.
Is she ready at the moment?
She's ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. So my first question goes like this. I would like
You will
to
not
know
introduce the
what is
interview that you are doing. Is that how they used to ask question interview? Hello, who is the person self that is volunteering again? What's her name? What's your name?
Miracle.
The person Miracle.
Yes.
Hello,
Miracle.
yes. Hello, Miracle. Thank you for joining us today. How are you doing?
I'm very well, thank you. And you?
I'm great. How is the weather like in your location? What country are you interviewing from?
I'm interviewing from Nigeria, and the country and the weather is just okay. It's okay.
Oh, how many centigrades is it there? You know why I asked that question? A client asked me that question yesterday. How many centigrades? I said the weather is hot. He said, how many centigrades is it there? I told him Nigerians don't know how to calculate the weather. We only put our hand outside the window and then we know that the weather is hot. Okay. And that was just on a lighter note. So they usually try to break the ice. They throw some funny light questions just to break the ice and make you feel comfortable. So you can go ahead, Richard and Mrs. Joy.
Mr. How are you doing?
Mrs. Joy, we can't
Hello.
hear you. Okay, Richard, you can be louder, please. Anybody can ask questions, please, so that we don't take so much time.
Hello,
Okay.
Mrs. Joy. How do
I can't hear you.
What does customer service means to you?
I would say customer service means rendering help to customers that are in need of questions, answers they need in an organization.
What is this now?
Maybe
Where is
they
my
need
speaker?
when they need to be addressed, when they try to ask for solution. In customer rep, it means like trying to directly assist them in solving their problems and ensuring they have the best possible experience with the company or organization.
That's all.
Okay, please, can you tell me more about yourself?
Okay. I would describe myself as a highly motivated person and a customer-focused individual. I'm passionate about helping others and ensuring every customer interactions leaves them feeling satisfied. I've developed strong communication skills, interpersonal skills. I'm also confident in my strong work ethics. I'm also confident in my ability to work in a fast-paced environment. I have a passion for customer service, which makes me an ideal fit for this role.
Okay, nice. So I would like you to explain to me in details. How do you handle difficult customers? How would you
You said,
handle
how
would you handle difficult customers as a customer?
okay, okay, I understand trying to Wait, my network is- Okay, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, I would first of all try to identify their problems. I will first of all identify their problems, try to know the issues, the concerns they have. Then I would empathize with them, then try to understand the situations they're in. Because most of the times I feel like the problems is not very often personal. It's actually just from the situation they have. So I would empathize with them and understand the problem from their perspective.
Next question.
Okay,
Being
cool.
being a good fit for a customer rep, can you highlight your achievement in your previous role?
Sorry, what did you say?
I said being a good fit for a customer rep, can you highlight your achievement in your previous role?
Okay. Well, in my previous role, I've been able to leave customers satisfied to like 25% in 6 months, with an increase of 25% in 6 months. I've been able to come up with different solutions for different customers' complaints. And I've also been able to contribute to the success of the organizations by helping them identify major problems from customers' issues.
Okay.
Okay, next question. Why do you think you're a good fit for this role?
Well, I would say I think outside the box to find solutions that meet customer needs. I'm fit for this role because I'm highly organized. I also prioritize tasks, and I'm also able able to manage multiple customer interactions, and I maintain a friendly and positive demeanor, and I can also handle different customers with professionalism. That's
Okay, next question. How do you cope with pressure? Like, how do you handle pressure? Pressure related customer as well as pressure related work. How do you handle it?
I handle pressure by remaining calm. I try to always remain calm because me being not calm does not make me professional. It's I don't bring my please. I got nervous, please. Can I start again? I got nervous.
Sure, you can start again.
Okay. I handle pressure by being calm. I remain calm in difficult situations when customers are being difficult or impatient. I also try to understand them no matter how difficult they can be. And above all, I also try to prioritize my self-care, because without prioritizing it, I can't maintain my mental and physical state.
Okay. What is
Okay.
your long time goal if you are being hired in the company?
You said, sorry, I didn't hear you.
What is your long
Can I
term goal
ask?
if you are being hired?
What is my long
Long-term
Your
goal,
long-term goal.
yeah,
okay, my long-term goals. Okay.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I would my long-term goals would be to be able to provide, to contribute positively to the organization, to improve the organization's stability. The goal is to make sure customers are always living satisfied. They're always ending the call satisfied and feeling heard. So to improve the company's success and create positivity all around.
Okay.
Okay. How would you deal with a situation where you don't know the answer to a customer's question?
Okay, if I don't get a customer's question, I'll first of all, professionally, I have to understand them. But if they are really being difficult and it's escalating, I'll have to seek a manager's advice or interact. I have to reach to the manager to be able to I have to reach to the manager for more solutions if eventually the customer is being difficult and the issue arising is very complex.
Good.
Okay. Next question.
I don't know whether this
Tell
question has
us.
been asked. Can I ask you?
Can I ask one question?
I don't know whether this question has been asked. Like, tell me about yourself. Has it been asked?
Yes,
Yes,
it has been
been
asked.
asked.
Okay, all right.
Okay, can I ask this question, please?
I want to ask a question.
Yes.
Okay, can you please tell us your most challenging moment in your previous work experience?
My most challenging moment was the impatience of customers. Most customers that called to address to giving their complaints. Most of them were very impatient. So it's actually created a lot of concerns for me and my team members. So it was really challenging at that point because we felt like we weren't doing enough and it wasn't giving us what we actually wanted. So I could say that was my most challenging, my previous role, the impatience of customers.
But you did not highlight how you resolve such moment.
Okay, We resolved it by patiently attending to them. I patiently and understandably attended to them. I understood their complaints through their own perspectives. I empathized with them and made sure that their issues were being attended to. And I also tried to follow up with them so they don't feel left out. At the end of the day, we try to improve the issues.
Good.
Okay.
Okay.
My last
I want to
question.
ask.
Hello. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Yes. My last question. Can you explain to me, like, how do you react getting negative reviews or feedback from customers?
Getting negative reviews from customers. First of all, I remind myself I'm in a workspace and people get frustrated all the time when it comes to stuff like this. So I always remain calm. I always remain calm. I feel like most times their problems is not always very personal. It's actually from the issues that they come up with. So I always remain calm. I remain calm.
Okay. So I want to ask this
I think you
question.
should answer that question by saying your reaction, to such situation is not just to criticize, it's not just to take it as a criticism, but you learn from it.
Okay.
Okay, Richard, thank you. Sylvester's. So my question is, are you familiar with any customer relationship management? Like are you familiar with any customer relationship management software like ticketing system? If so, which one have you used?
Yes, I'm familiar with some customer service tools. I'm familiar with HubSpot. I'm also familiar with voice tools, voice calls, and messages.
Hello,
How do
Esther.
you
I
use them?
have one question for you.
Okay.
Why did you leave your recent job?
I left my previous job because I felt like my goals were out of place. I felt like I was not meeting to the goals I wanted. So I came to my conclusion that I needed to change an environment. I needed to change my environment. So to be able to make my goals more.
Okay, thank you so much. One more question for you. If you are being hired, what do you think that you can bring the change you can bring to the company?
The change please, I cannot answer again. I have to come and browse again. I cannot answer. Let me go.
I really tried. I really tried. That's interesting. Kudos.
Hey, thank you.
Thank you,
You
Miracle.
tried. You tried.
So let us rate her interview and then give feedback and corrections if need be. Can we do that quickly?
Okay.
If she was interviewing for your job, will you hire her? Give her, out of 10, give her a score, and then you can talk or drop corrections or feedback about her interview.
Okay, on a scale of 1 to 10, I would rate her on 8. She made attempt to answer all our questions, but sometimes she was sounding as though she wasn't so sure and as though she was anxious. And the role she's applying for is a customer service role, which means you need to be very sharp. Your mouth needs to be very sharp. Your customers need to know that you know what you're saying, you're sure of what you're saying, you know what you're doing. So The fact that she attempted most of the questions is a very good one, but I think she can also work on her confidence. Yeah. Thank you.
Any other feedback?
Coach, good evening.
Good evening.
Yeah, I will give her 8/10. I think, as the last speaker rightly said, I think the area she needs to work on is confidence level. It's as if she was reading all those things from somewhere, and the confidence was not so loud. So I think she has really tried, but she needs to work on her confidence level.
Okay. Any other feedback?
I
yes,
think I'll give her, if I'm to score her, I'll rate her 7, simply because she answered all the questions. But what I noticed that her answers, like, they are just direct. There's no elaboration, and she lacks confidence. That's just it. The answer is just like direct and prompt, no elaboration.
Okay, that's a good observation. Okay, so we're going to applaud her for her effort, right? For saving the day. Yes, well done, Miracle. You did amazing. Just like they said, you need to work on your confidence level. Even if you are talking rubbish, there's a way you will speak it. They will feel like you know what you are doing, right? And then it's okay to ask them to repeat a question. It's okay to tell them, to take a moment to think about the answer. I mean, something that a lot of people do is when they ask a question, they will be like, that's a good question. When I hear anybody saying that's a good question, I know that the person is actually, trying to gather their thoughts together. It's okay to gather your thoughts together so that, you have the appropriate answer to give. Then one major thing I also think she needs to work on is, you were asked direct questions. What will you do when this happens? You should be giving instances of when you have done those things. How do you handle an angry customer? You should be giving instance of, there was a time when there was, even if it's stories from your head, there was a time when this happened. I did this, I did that. What are the steps you took to resolve it? It's always good to give your own personal touch to the answers. Don't just give textbook answers. Give story, draw them in, so they know that, okay, this person actually knows what they are doing. Well, overall, good job, Miracle. Well done. Just, you need to keep working on that. I don't think I remember when you talked about tell me about yourself. I'm not sure if I got strong points from that question. But elaborate means talk more about what they said. If you can give an example of, just like when they said, do you use CRM tools? And then you said, yes, I use CRM tools. I use HubSpot. And that was all. No, you should tell them what you do with CRM. I gave an example today. I said, somebody asked me, walk us through how you use Hospitable. You start talking about how you create how you send emails, how you generate reports, all those things that you are supposed to do inside HubSpot. Talk about them. That way they know, okay, this person actually knows all the jargons, all those things that they call contacts. You know how to generate contact, you know how to do this, you know how to do that. That's what shows that you actually know it. That's what convinces them. So that's what we mean by elaborating. Okay, so do we have any other person who wants to try again, or do we call it a night?
I want to try. I want to be an interviewer.
You want to be what?
I want to be an interviewer.
Is it not if we see someone that wants to be interviewed that you will be interviewer?
Okay, interview me.
Okay, Mrs. Joy wants to be interviewed. So
interview me too.
Okay, no, we can only take one. Okay, so we're just going to ask five or six questions, right? Okay, let's do that real quick so that we can end the class. Mrs. Joy is being interviewed. Who is interviewing her? Oh yeah, we'll start asking.
Ma, what role are we interviewing them for?
Thank you for taking the time to
for customer success.
Are you a
Hey, who
customer
wants to
success
swallow?
rep? Mrs.
Yes,
Joy.
customer success rep.
Okay. You're a customer success manager.
Yes.
Okay.
Mrs. Joy, welcome and thank you for
Yes.
taking time to meet us today.
Yeah, thank
My
you.
name
Good afternoon.
is Chibuzo, and I'm the HR manager at Vital Vida. Joining me today is my colleague, Mrs. Victoria, who is also part of our team. We conducting the interview. So just relax, and then if you have any questions or you're not clear on any questions, just let us know.
Okay. Thank you.
With the introduction. Can you tell us a little about yourself?
Okay. My name is Joy. I'm a graduate of English language from one of the prestigious universities in my country. I have been working with XYZ company for several years as a customer representative. I've worked with some companies too that are in the US and Canada. The company that produces babies' wears. I've worked with them for 2 years as a customer service manager. Thank you.
Thank you very much. So what is the difference between customer service and customer success?
Okay, customer service is an individual that provides quick solutions to problems in a company. They provide solutions probably with the goods and services that are being provided in a company. That's customer service. And customer success is that candidate or that individual that promotes success in a company, that makes sure that things work out fine in the company. He or she takes care of the customer's demands and takes care, they provide solutions to any kind of a problem that they prevent solutions in a company, sort of. They prevent solutions in a company, while the customer service provides solution or provide solutions to any problem in the company. So that's the difference between the customer service and customer success.
Please, if you know anything about my house.
Mrs. Joy?
Yes?
How do you mitigate? Who is that person? How do you mitigate against churn rates? How do you help to reduce the churn rate?
Okay. The churn rate in a company, I believe it's handled by a specific group of people. Therefore, if I want to mitigate against it, I'll need to liaise with the overseers or the general manager in that field to make sure that the rates are being, it's in order, that to meet the demands of the public and at the same time meet the targets of the company. I come as a go-between between the company and the clients or the customers that will come in to get their goods and services from the company. So, and I use, hello?
I can hear you.
Yes. So I come like a go-between between the company and the customers that comes into the company to get whatever they want for themselves. So, and I use tools to help monitor the prices of things in the company. Okay, tools like I can't really remember now. All right, so that's all I know. I can't really remember the tools that we use for that.
Yes, it is.
If I didn't like danger,
I wouldn't be here. She's always had an art.
How do you approach building relationship with customers as a customer success manager?
Okay. Building relationship between customers in a company for a company, building relationship with them. First of all, whenever a customer comes into the company, all right, and they get whatever item they need, I could send an email just to appreciate them for patronizing us as a company. And whenever they have a problem, I'll try as much as possible to, walk them through to make sure that the problem is solved, either by getting the person in charge of fixing any damaged item, or making sure that any problem is being solved, okay, to make sure that the customer is happy at the end of the day, okay? And I make sure I do this by following up the customers with either an email or text messages. That is how I'll make sure that the customers are okay with whatever they've come to get in the company, and make sure that they are happy.
Okay, how do you use data to inform your customer success strategies?
Okay, data, we use tools like the HubSpot, to get data, either to generate leads. Okay, we use Trello. We could use Trello, or Apollo to generate leads to generate leads for the company, and at the same time we follow them up with either an email or a message, to get customers that will patronize the company. And then when we generate these leads, we try as much as possible to get feedback from them by either an email, sending emails to either advertise the product, or send an email to encourage them to keep buying with us, and equally send emails if they have any problem of which they have reached out to the company. So I go I'll be an in-between between the company, always the in-between between the company and the customers, okay, to make sure that everything moves very fine.
Okay. So what are your expectations for this role?
Okay, my expectations for this role as a customer service representative or customer success representative, my expectations is that every customer who visits or patronizes the company goes home happy, okay? And my expectation is to grow the customer numbers, the people that comes to patronize the company. My expectation is to grow the customer lists, okay? I'll increase the customers for the company, and make sure that the customers are happy whenever they come to get any product from the company. That's my expectations.
Thank you, Mrs. Joy. We would get back to you. So can we rate her?
All right, thank you very much.
Can we rate her? So put your ratings in the chat. Mrs. Joy, if you, just a quick one, if you know you want to specialize in customer success, I think you should take more courses, because that's all I will say. Okay. Yeah, I think you should. So someone was asking, what's the difference between customer service and customer success? Customer service is when there's a problem, now you are helping them, right? You're answering questions. Customer success, you are like an account manager. You're not attending to all the customers. You are giving particular customers that you attend to. Your major focus is not solving problem. Your major focus is making them happy, so that they will keep buying, so that they will keep subscribing for the product, so that they will keep, if they give you 10 customers at the beginning of the year, and at the end of the year, you've lost 5, there's a problem. So your job is to keep those. We have customer success managers a lot when it's a product where they need to keep subscribing. Subscription based. That's where you see software as a service. Most software as a service products, you have to subscribe. Like Canva now, the original Canva, you have to be subscribing monthly. So they would have like customer success managers who will be reaching out to you, asking you, hope all is well. That's just customer success. They are revenue drivers. They are making sure that the revenue of the company does not drop. So they are not just answering when you are angry. No, their own major focus is revenue. Okay. I have a question. In generating lead, the use of apps like Yelp, Zillow, HubSpot, Trello are for generating lead in different industries, right? Yes. Trello is not for generating leads. Yelp, Zillow, you can use Zillow now to generate lead for real estate, right? You use there are different tools for different industries to generate contacts or leads. Okay, so let me just run through what I have on my screen. When preparing for an interview, before you join the interview, research the company, right? Go on their website, read a bit about them. That will help you answer questions. That will help you have questions to ask them. You must ask your interviewer a question. They would ask you, do you have any question for us? Don't tell them no. Always have at least 2 questions that you've written down before you get into the interview. Then from there, from when they are speaking, you might have better idea of questions to ask, but always go into an interview with questions. You asking them questions makes them feel, okay, this person is interested in us. This person has done their research about us. The interview I had today, I told them, I said, the guy asked, okay, did you check our website? I said, yes, I did. Your properties are not, I didn't get a good feel of the properties on your website. I did not get to see the properties. And then he was like, that's a good observation. You're not the first person who has said that. It means you did your homework. So always do your homework on I do it all the time. 30 minutes to my interview, I am seated. I will go to the job description and read the job description again so that it's fresh in my memory. And so I know what they are looking for. I will write out key points of what their main pain point, those things that is their major concern. I will write it out so that when I'm talking about things I've done, I will mention those things so that in their head, they'll be like, okay, this person has what we need. I would, review, go on their website, look at, the company might be like, we are the best, this. From there, when I'm talking to them, I will say, okay, you guys pride yourself on being this. But how does this, it just makes them know that you are interested in the job. Practice asking interview questions. Use ChatGPT to ask you questions. Post the job description on ChatGPT. It will give you questions. It can also give you answers if you want. Practice so that by the time you are entering the interview and the person is asking you any of those questions, you will just be giving it to them. You are prepared. Prepare smart questions. Think about first impressions. Arrive early. Don't, our internet here is not so friendly. So arrive early so that if there are any issues before time, you can sort it out. If you need to switch from your computer to your phone, you can sort it out. If you need to change your internet provider, you can sort it out before the person arrives and you don't need to start apologizing. Body language, smile, try to be confident, right? Smile. If you practice enough before time, it will give you more confidence because you know what to say. Dress appropriately. If it's a virtual interview, you don't necessarily have to wear a suit, but at least I can dress like this to attend an interview. But for me, I like to work with colors, right? For me, I don't know if it works, but I like to work with colors in the sense that colors that evoke trust. You can do your research on that. I try to, use colors that build, there are colors that represent certain things. You can do your own research on that. Dress appropriately. If you need to rub powder so that you will not look like you are suffering, do so. Rub powder and, look good, look like a human being, right? Don't wear singlets or wear crop top and your stomach is showing in the interview. Try to look professional. You don't need to wear a suit and tie, but at least look good, look presentable. Listen carefully when they're asking questions. Listen so that you can give the right answers. Don't just to answer. Listen so that you even understand what they are saying. And then try to answer the questions thoughtfully. Put thought into your answering of questions. Give them examples. There's something we call behavioral questions. So behavioral question is when they say, tell us about the time when you did this. Tell us about the time when your supervisor asked you to do something that you know was wrong. Tell us about the time where you handled an angry customer. Tell us about the time when blah, 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 right? So there's something we use to answer those kind of questions. We call it the STAR method. Situation, task, action, and results. So when they say, tell us about the time you worked with an angry customer. First in situation. So you say there was a time when there was a customer that was angry about this. Tax. What are you supposed to do? What action? What did you actually do? Okay, I spoke to the customer. I asked them to calm down. I asked them to sit down. I helped them to find it. I helped them to do this. And then results. What was the result of your action? So having done all this, the customer was impressed, or the customer calmed down and were able to resolve the issue. And then the customer gave us good review, or the customer gave us good feedback. That's the basic way to answer those kind of behavioral or situational question, the STAR method. Situation, task, action, and result. Then try to follow up. After the interview, send an email telling them how you really enjoyed talking with them about their company and how, you are looking forward to work with them. You can even mention something you talked about. Oh, I really enjoyed our time talking about your company. Getting to know that your company does blah, blah, blah really piqued my interest. And I'll be delighted to bring my skills to, benefits of your company. Do you know why we do this? An interviewer might interview 20 people or 10 people. All of you might be good, but something needs to make you stand out so that the recruiter will remember you. The goal is to get them to remember you, right? When they remember you, when they are now thinking, okay, who should we hire? All of them are good. Who should we hire? If you've, done something to stand out, you've made them laugh, you've said something that, piqued their interest, they will remember you. So sending a follow-up is also a way to get them to remember you and get them to know, okay, this person is actually interested in what we have to do. Okay, so we'll be taking last round of questions so we can close. Questions or feedback?
I want to know the courses that for customer success, the courses that I can take for customer success.
So I would recommend Customer Success Africa. I did their course last year. It's very hands-on. You do life projects and all of that. So I can recommend them. Start with that. The other ones I did, from certified platforms, they are expensive. $300, $100 for their courses. But start with Customer Success Africa. I think they're quite affordable and you learn a lot from there. Or if you want to go into customer success.
Okay.
Do we also attend interview for internship? Yes, now you attend. They just want to know if you're a good fit for them. Can we attend interview with our phone? I would advise, as much as you can, use a laptop to attend. But if worse comes to worse, you can use a phone, right? But if you can borrow a laptop to attend interview, it's best. It makes you look more professional. But I mean, I've attended interviews with my phone when my laptop was messing up. At the end of the day, you just have to do what you have to do. Okay, let me take questions. Go ahead.
Yeah, I wasn't rated.
Oh, please rate though.
And criticized.
Okay. Somebody said I rate her 8. Her confidence level is okay. Yeah, she needs more refresher courses to become exceptional. She needs to be very convincing. Don't give clients room to doubt you. Somebody says I rate her 6. Yeah. So those are some rating I can see on YouTube. Okay. Anything else? If there isn't,
Coach, you mentioned something like negotiating price or something on the module. We didn't talk about it.
Okay, so let's just go through that quickly. So basically, negotiating price you don't have to go into an interview without an idea of how much you want to charge them, right? You don't need you need to have a range, because they will ask you, how much are you looking to charge? How much are you looking to earn? So you should always do that research. If it's a company on LinkedIn, for example, you can go and Google and find out what their salary range is. If it's on Upwork, you can go and see how much is this person paying other people. Like, I want to see how much they've been paying others, or what's the going rate, so that you have an idea in your head that you can tell. But before you tell them how much is in your head, always ask them for their budget. Because let me tell you, some clients can pay more, but if they feel like they can get it cheaper, they will go for that, right? So ask them their budget. Let them tell you their budget. If they refuse to tell you, most times, just then you can give them your own, your range. Don't tell them I want to earn $5. Instead, say I'm looking to earn between 5 to 8. So give them a range so that they can work with, that they can work with. Know your worth. Know your worth. You cannot start as an entry level and you want to charge the same with someone who has worked for 3 years. So start from somewhere, build your experience before you now start charging the big bucks, right? Okay, always be professional, always be friendly. Don't, because it's money issue, start frowning your face and all of that. Give them the chance to, when you prove your worth to the person will be more inclined to pay you what you're asking for. But if you're not able to prove that you can deliver, then it will be harder to, request for a high price. Okay, so major thing when you are negotiating rates, do your research so you know, and know your limits. Know how much, like now, bad as a badge, there's a particular rate I cannot work for. If I want to see a job like that, I don't bother applying, because that is now below my limits, right? So know the limit you can go, so that, just, there are Philippines who, when I opened Upwork the other day and showed you guys some talents, we are seeing people charging for $3 per hour. $3 per hour is the least you can charge on Upwork, and that's what some people are charging, right? And some of them, it's not even like they've made so much money. You will still be seeing $800 end. So charging solo does not mean that you will get a lot of clients. It just means you will get clients who want to pay you cheap. But as a beginner, start from somewhere. I would advise, as a beginner, don't go less than, on your profile, don't go less than $5 as a beginner. But if you see a job that the client is saying, okay, I'll pay you 4, I'll pay you 3. If you just want to get the experience, you can use it to, build yourself. Then when you get, that experience, you can start topping up your rates. In fact, there was one lady that said the way she does her pricing is she started with a very low rate, right? Every job she gets, she adds $1. Every job she gets, she adds $1 to her rates until she got to the rate she wants to charge. So by the time she got to the rate she wants to charge, she has already worked for a lot of people. So she has the bragging right. When can you increase your rates after being employed? The thing is, some companies, every company wants to save money, right? Some companies, in fact, what I do now, especially for Airbnb clients, is when I have an interview with them, I ask them, how many properties do you have in your portfolio? If they say, okay, I have 9, I have 12, I always say, I know you have, in mind to increase your portfolio, right? Portfolio for Airbnb clients is their properties, number of properties that they have on the platform. I'll be like, I know you plan to increase the number of properties on your portfolio, right? They'll say yes. They always want to increase us. They'll say yes. I say, okay, we can start with this rate, and as you increase, we can now talk about increasing my rate. So I do that on my interview. But that's because I have bragging rights, right? I can defend myself. I'm not a beginner. So if I started with you when you were having just 9, and I've worked with you up to now, you have 10 of you have 15, I can now request for a review. So if you are giving value, after a few months you can request for a review on the ground that you are giving enough value. Some clients will even be so generous that they will be the one to give you an increase. I had a client like that was paying, I think, $7 per hour. After a while they reviewed to 10. So some will do that. Some you have to actually ask by yourself. All right. So Okay, I think we're done with everything that we have. Okay, yes, some people have already gotten their certificate as we speak. Some people, if you submitted late today, you will receive tomorrow, right? You will receive tomorrow. If you submit after today, the way you submit is the way you will get your certificate. So if you submit in a month's time, you give us a few days to prepare it, right? Because we will not sit down with the list and be waiting for you to submit so that we can prepare. We did that today. The team were on standby as your own is countering. They were, doing all that. So you still have the grace to submit your portfolio much later, but you will give us some time to prepare your certificate. What are the extra skills I can have as a travel assistant? You can add other things, other virtual assistant skills, so that you add sales, add everything, anything you can do. Try your hands. Just be trying until you get the one that works for you. All right. The goal is to make money with the skills that you have learned. All right. So we have come to the end of the February cohort of the digital skills training powered by Career Crafters Academy. Congratulations to you all who, went this far. Congratulations. I am so, proud of your achievements. And, it's been a wonderful, how do I put it now? It's been a good one, right? It's been a wonderful one with you guys. I really enjoyed this cohort too. Let me know even I really enjoyed this cohort. But you see where we enjoy you people more is when you start sending me your offers. Coach, I've gotten a job. That is when, my head will start busting that, yes, so we did something and it's, we're getting good results. So yes, we are graduating today. I am not throwing you away. You'll still be in the support group. You can still interact in your WhatsApp group. What else? Check your spam if you submitted earlier for your certificate. If you have questions, you can always reach out to me. I would answer. That one I would answer. It might take me some minutes, right, to pick up my phone, but I would definitely answer when I see it. I wish you guys the very best. It is dollar job or nothing, right? Or let me not say it is dollar job or nothing, because some of our students still got very good Nigerian remote jobs. So I pray that you use the skills that you have learned and get good results. Please keep upskilling, keep upskilling, keep learning new things, keep thriving, keep exploring new things. That way, you are ready for the opportunities that will come your way, right? I wish you guys the very best. Please post on LinkedIn, especially post that you've graduated, post that you are open to volunteering, post that you are open to internship, post that you are ready to work. You don't know who is reading it. You don't know who would see your posts, right? These are ways that these are ways we use to make sure that things are going on well. Okay. Is there I hope I'm not missing out anything. Okay, so congratulations. If you have submitted, go ahead.
Should the certificate be listed under experience or as an education?
Education, but
on LinkedIn.
On LinkedIn, education, but if you don't have an experience, you can say you worked with us also, right? So you can still use it as an experience. The certificate is education or certification. Then if you want to use that you worked with us as an experience, you can still write that. Go ahead.
I was looking for a way to upload my proposal. I don't know. Are they the ones that will send proposals to us, or are we the ones who send proposals to them?
Proposal where? On what platform?
Upwork.
Upwork, once you click that button that says apply for this job, that is the page that page that opens is where you put your proposal. So everything, proposal is just everything on that page. It includes your cover letter, how much you want to charge, whatever you want the client to see, like maybe your portfolio and all of that. That is what is on the proposal page. Once you are done, you submit. That is what proposal is on Upwork. Okay. Okay. So I look forward to, all of the good stuff. Please, if you did not receive your certificate this night and you submitted, give us till tomorrow, right? They are working on it. Give us till tomorrow. I know they sent out a lot today, but a few they would work on in the morning, right? So just give us time. If you don't get it by 12 tomorrow, enter my DM, scatter my DM. I would answer you. Okay, guys, thank you so much. I would appreciate your review, please. And please tell somebody about Career Crafters Academy. We're already registering for April cohort. Tell somebody about us, the good thing we're doing, right? Help us move our ministry to the permanent site. I love you guys. Congratulations.
Coach, another thing.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay. One can still get his or her certificate maybe at the end of the month or anytime.
Yes, you can.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Okay. Okay. This is where I say goodbye now, right?
Coach,
no, we are not going yet.
I want to ask questions.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, in respect to the next cohort, can one partner with you in registering people, maybe bringing people to register?
Yes.
What did the person start to get?
If you bring 5 people, you get 1 free. Abby,
Okay.
we are now doing affiliate marketing.
Abby?
Okay, no problem.
Right.
Okay,
Right,
guys. Please send me your review. If you learned anything, if you got anything, send me your review. I'll be posting them on my Facebook today, tomorrow. I will make posts about so send me your review, your experience in the training, anything, just send it to me. I will post. Okay. If you want me to tag you, I will tag you. If you don't want me to tag you, I will not tag you. Whatever. Love you guys. See you at the very top. Who is our DJ? The people that said they will get rice for us. Your certificate is in your email. Your certificate is in your email. We are the people that promised us rice and stew very plenty. And DJ, please play music. Oh, let us dance. We have graduated. Okay. Good night, everybody.
Good night, Coach. Thank you so much.
Coach. Good night. Thank you very much. Thank you, everyone. I mean, it was a great
Bye, guys.
Please keep your accountability partner. Don't throw them away. Oh, you will need them. You will need them in this journey. You will need them.
Let me to write on the screen today.
You want to write on screen?
I've not written on that screen before.
Oh yeah, sign your certificate. I was here.
I'm doing signing out.
I was here. You're signing out.
Yes.
Let me write my own. I'm using blue to write. Coach, I will still disturb you.
What are you doing? You're signing out.
I can't be left
I'm
out.
writing my name.
You are signing out.
Jesus, see what they are doing.
Well done. I will throw all of you out now.
This is what graduation looks like. Everybody must sign.
My name is written all over with blue.
Good night, guys. Bye. We'll see you on the other side.
See you all.
So as to the difference in the laws guiding us as a nation, know your rights and responsibilities and abide by them. Be a real Nigerian. In the future, century.
One word.